That's the application.
Okay, I think we're all set. Yes.
Is it time?
It's 11:29.
I've got 11:29. And that
It's time for the
one's
Pledge of Allegiance.
okay.
1 minute.
Good morning. Would you stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you and welcome to the regular board meeting of the Oceana County Board of Commissioners for May 8th, 2025. And I ask the clerk to do a roll call, please.
Mr. Erickson.
Here.
Mr. McCormick.
Here.
Mr. Beggs.
Here.
Mr. Hardy.
Here.
Mr. Walker.
Here. I ask for a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting on April 24th, 2025.
I'll make that motion, Hardy.
Moved by Mr. Hardy. Do I have a support by Mr. McCormick. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes as presented? All in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Conflict of interest disclosure regarding agenda items. Are there any conflicts? Mr. Beggs.
I'll abstain from the payment of claims as my company's represented in there.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Beggs. Are there any other conflict? Are there any changes to the agenda? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve the agenda, please?
So moved. I'll second.
Moved by Mr. Erickson, support by Mr. Hardy. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Public comment. Does anybody have any public comment on agenda items at this time? Any public comment on the agenda items? Hearing none. It's my pleasure. We have Mr. John Hanks with us today for a 20-year service award. You know, I often say, John, when I give these out to people from the sheriff's department, that at 20 years you've made it halfway through your tenure with the sheriff's department.
You're sadly mistaken on that one.
It's surprising because when the sheriff got one for 30 years, he told me something similar to that. I think he wanted to say something a little bit more.
It's just opposite.
more
It's just opposite.
John, sincerely,
Thank you.
having been in law enforcement, it's not often enough when we tell the people in Brown how much they're appreciated. And you are appreciated not only by this board, but the people of Oceana County, and thank you for your service.
Thank you. Don't open it.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. McCormick, vehicle policy amendment.
Mr. Walker, motion number 2025-52 to approve an amendment to the county's vehicle policy section 7.13 to include under utilization under item 1 to include meetings and add item 3 to read use of county vehicle for personal use is prohibited.
Thank you, Mr. McCormick. Do we have a support?
I'll support.
Thank you, Mr. Beggs. Any discussion on it at all? It's simply a additional wording in the existing policy. Hearing no discussion, roll call vote, please.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Beggs.
Yes.
Mr. Hardy.
Yes.
Mr. Erickson.
Yes.
Mr. Walker.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Erickson, resolution on mental health awareness month.
Mr. Walker, I make motion 2025-53 to adopt
Resolution 25-01, proclaiming May as Mental Health Awareness Month.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Do we have a support?
I'll support, maybe.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Any discussion?
Mr. Walker, yes, and I understand the previous discussion that we did have, but, you know, I will vote in favor of this as to support the people from Oceana County that are serving on the Mental Health Board in hopes that they will be able to make change for the better.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Anybody else? Mr. Beggs?
I don't disagree with Mr. Erickson. My no vote on this will not reflect poorly on those doing this work, but, just as I stated before, resolutions are kind of empty in their impact other than recognition, and, I just can't, I don't believe that our mental health institutions really have the cure for mental health issues that we're seeing, as diligent as they are. So I can't vote in support of it.
Thank you, Mr. Beggs. Any other discussion? I'd like to say again that for those of you who don't know, I sit and represent Oceana County on the West Michigan 4-County Community Mental Health Board. And I also represent Oceana County on the 8-County Community Mental Health Oversight Board for PA2, the liquor money that comes back into the, and both of them are multi-million-dollar operations that far, far exceed the budget that we have in Oceana County. And when I'm sitting at those board meetings and the staff people say that after intake is done on somebody who visits mental health, before they can get treatment, there's a 3-month delay, that they can't get them back in for 3 months. I will say the same thing that Larry Van Sickle, who used to sit in this chair, who now chairs that West Michigan Mental Health Board. The system is not working. And I have to take responsibility for part of that, like I said today, but I support the rank and file of the people who are working for community mental health, the staff people that are out there doing the interviews and everything. And the sheriff was very, very articulate today, saying this is not only a West Michigan problem. If I can, I'm not speaking for the sheriff, I'm speaking of what he said, that it's all over the state. So something needs to change.
And something else that I would like to add, being familiar with the system my entire life, you know, since the states closed the state hospitals and put people needing those services back in their home communities, that I feel is one of the big lags that we've got in delivering services to the people that need it so crucially, where we could have a pickup order and we could have someone under direct care immediately. We don't have that anymore, and it'll take some drastic changes on a state level to bring this back into serving the people better than what we are doing now. But Larry Van Sickle's been in it quite a long time. Bob, you've been in it now. It still is very important that we service these people with the amount of problems that are out there today. And we're very fortunate that modern medicine has given us an avenue to give people relief from the problems that they have that they didn't have when I was 5 years old. So I'm going to vote in favor of this and support Lucinda Schaefer and Larry Van Sickle and Robert Walker and the people that do serve on that board, that we listened, we're concerned, we care, and we recognize this.
Lastly, I would like to say that probably very few of you realize that I had a younger brother who had encephalitis at 18 months old, and he had permanent brain damage for him. When my mother got older, my father passed away when I was young. When my mother got older, I took over as guardian and conservator for my younger brother, and I dealt with Copper Country Community Mental Health in the UP for 42 years as a guardian and a conservator for somebody who was first in a mental health institution and then in a group home. So I understand a little bit about how the system works, just enough to be dangerous. But when I see things that I see on the board now, and my fellow board members, I will tell you, at West Michigan Community Mental Health are all in occurrence of that. With that being said, I would prefer we have a roll call vote on this, please.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Beggs?
No.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Thank you, commissioners. Mr. Hardy, rules, board rule amendment for public comment.
Yes, Mr. Walker, motion 2025-45 to amend the Board of Commissioners Rules, Section 5.3.2.5, time of public comment, sentence to read, public comment shall be received in person.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Do we have a support?
I'll support.
Any comments? Again, I will say for the people who weren't here this morning, I talked to two other board chairs that I know very well about this with their feeling on it. And it is pretty much the opinion of those two people and myself that if the board is deliberating on something at the board meeting and you have public comment at the end of it, that you could have people listening in on Zoom or listening in onto your board meetings and emailing or texting messages in to the board that they want to have read at public comment at the end of the meeting. And if it's a volatile or a hot topic, it could really create a very difficult meeting to have control if they had the ability to send in emails that they wanted read at a meeting while the board's in session. So, with that said, are there any more public comments from the board members? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes, and thank you. Mr. McCormick, Building Department fee schedule amendment.
Mr. Walker, I make motion number 2025-55 to amend the building department's fee schedule for sheds from 120 square feet to 200 square feet.
Support.
Do we have a support?
Support.
Moved by Mr. McCormick, support by Mr. Erickson. Any comment?
Could we add to the end of that to be in compliance with the state building code?
The state building code at one time on the exemptions on building permits said 120 feet. Sheds 120 feet or less did not have to have building permits. They raised that several years ago to 200 square feet, and we are getting in compliance. Mr. McCormick, would you agree to adding that on to being compliant with the state building code?
I'd be in favor of adding it to the motion.
Mr. Erickson, are you in favor of that? Any other discussion? Roll call vote.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Mr. Beggs, sheriff budget adjustment.
I'd like to make motion 2025-56 to approve budget adjustments, budget adjustment 02-2025 to increase revenues and expenditures for the purpose of Motorola radios that are being covered by reimbursement.
Thank you, Mr. Beggs. Do we have a support?
I'll support Hardy.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Discussion? It's a budget amendment, so roll call vote, please.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Thank you. Mr. Hardy, airport fund budget adjustment.
Yes, Mr. Walker, motion 2025-57 to approve budget adjustment 03-2025 to increase revenues and expenditures for the purpose of payments to Preen and Newhoff for the easement project with reimbursement to be covered via a state grant.
I'll support.
Moved by Mr. Hardy, supported by Mr. Beggs. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Mr. Beggs, equalization L 4029 tax rate request.
I'd like to make motion 2025-58 to approve the L 4029 tax rate request as provided by Equalization Director and allow the board chair to sign.
Support.
We have support. Any discussion? This is at the county level, all of the millages that have been voted in, or the county operating millages from the amount that there will be collected in, for this year. Yeah, we have to approve them, whether it's central dispatch ambulance or what it is, we have to formally approve those. So, any other discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Mr. Erickson, Parks and Recreation motion amendment.
Mr. Walker, I make motion 2025-48A to amend motion 24-48 to read transfer 25,000 from the general fund rather than from the 288 Parks and Rec fund.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Do we have a support?
I'll support Hardy.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. It's merely a correction in what account it was coming from our last meeting.
That should be 2025-48, not 24.
I said 48. 2024-48.
It should be 2025. My apologies, that was my mistake. For typing. Thank you.
Mr. Erickson, are you okay with the corrected?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
with your support? Thank you. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Mr. Hardy, payment of claims.
Mr. Walker, to ask for board approval of accounts payable and release of funds for Thursday, May 8th, 2025. $282,395.74 for the ambulance fund, Brownfield Development Authority, $6,938.10. Indigent Defense Fund, $3,364.29. Criminal Justice Training Fund, $300. Department of Veterans Affairs, $7,871.82. Technology and Innovation, $17,585.02. Public Improvement Fund, $12,602.52. Building Department Fund, $17,275.42. General Fund total of $574,482.39 for a grand total of $922,815.30.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Do we have a support?
Support.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hardy?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. Beggs?
Abstain?
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Reports from the commissioners or department heads. Mr. Beggs?
I don't think I have anything to report.
Mr. Hardy?
Same, nothing to report this time.
Mr. McCormick?
One thing from, Shelby Township. Shelby Township received an $800,000 park grant. And that was submitted in the previous administration. And it went through, a Doge audit and was approved by this administration. It did take, I think it was maybe an extra 5 months, but it was approved and they have the money in the bank. So we've been hearing about the ones that have been canceled and not happening, this one happened. But good to-
Pretty important with the size of project going on.
Yeah,
Anything else for us?
that's it.
Mr. Erickson?
Mr. Walker, well, it's a little early in the month yet. I've only been to one town board meeting in Colfax. Good meeting, full house. In Colfax, the flock cameras were turned down. There was a lot of discussion. David Leonard's familiar with the process, but they opted out at this point in time. And in Colfax, Black Lake, our county park is opened up. We've got seasonal campers pulling in now. The parks will be putting a boardwalk around the east and south side of Black Lake Park out to the big oaks. And most people have never seen these oaks that I'm speaking of, but once this ADA boardwalk is built, you'll be able to go around to the south side of this 100-acre park that we own and see massive oaks. I think it must be the biggest oaks we've got in the county. They are spectacular. And we're also planning another 600 bluegill in Black Lake, a tremendous fishing lake right now. Gets a lot of early morning fishermen go to Black Lake and do their bluegill fishing. And also I'd like to report that Crystal Valley Dam, we're in the process right now of getting that permit from Eagle to repair the dam. But I stopped by the park the other night, and a gentleman was releasing a 16-inch brown trout that he caught in Crystal Valley Pond. A 16-inch brown. It was so beautiful. So there are fish in that pond. And I think that's pretty good for us.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson. Mr. Erickson, I don't know if I told you that on the Black River in Gogebic County, the Department of Natural Resources had a dam that went out with high rains last year. Eagle has cited the Department of Natural Resources for allowing that dam to go out. That's working good together.
We've had an attrition of experience, and we've lost a lot of institutional knowledge in many departments that we deal with now. And the Department of Interior was here last fall looking at the dam, and they see the good sense and use in that dam as an eel barrier. And if anyone's familiar, we usually do an lamprey eel treatment on the Cutwater River, and they saw some true value in that because, like I said, that brown is upstream, and also we've got a lot of brook trout upstream that have not been adulterated with any salmonoids, which makes it a pure trout stream and not one that's traveled by a Pacific fish.
So, thank you, Mr. Erickson. Tracy, do you have anything for us? Melanie?
The only thing I have is that we completed our election yesterday, and it went very well.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
And it passed.
And both proposals passed.
Department head, Sheriff, do you have anything for us?
So, not to take up too much time, but I do sit on the Sheriff's Association Board Committee as well. And here last month we had our meeting to go through all the awards for the state and share a little good news. I had proposed one of our deputies in for a life-saving award where he ran into a deputy porter, ran into a burning house, and rescued a gentleman who was bedbound and carried him out. I proposed that to the Sheriff's Association, and then I abstained and just gave them the information, and I let the board proceed from there. And I was requesting a life-saving award, and they turned down the life-saving award and instead are awarding him a Distinguished Service Award, which is considered, it's quite a bit higher award that he's going to get to come down to the Sheriff's Association banquet and receive that award down there. So these are really nice honor for one of our deputies.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thanks.
Does anybody have any objection if we do public comments before we go into closed session? We are going into closed session for a review of the county administrator's evaluation, So I'm gonna ask if anybody in the public has any comments they wanna make, so you don't have to necessarily stay for a closed session. You're welcome to stay, you can't stay in the room. But are there any public comments at this time? Hearing none, the chair would entertain a motion to go into closed session to, review the county administrator's evaluation.
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Moved by Mr. McCormick, support by Mr. Erickson, to go into closed session for the stated reason. And I ask the clerk to do a roll call, please.
Mr. McCormick,
Yeah.
Mr. Erickson,
Yes.
Mr. Banks,
Yep.
Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Mr. Walker.
Yes. Thank you.
Please make sure the recording's off.
Pardon me?
I asked her to please make sure the recording's off.
I actually have to record it, but it's not streaming.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That part.
I'll close it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just shutting it as he's leaving.
Regular board meeting, we only have one person watching, and that was being used. Isn't that amazing?
Is our shut off?
The
The,
owls. no
Yes, that's
longer-
off. I don't have it on.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
we
Is
can
the,
actually
The
take that
streaming
out.
is the streaming shut off?
yes.
Okay.
It's-
Tracy?